This is the first picture the world has ever seen where Putin, Xi Jinping, and Kim Jong-un are all together. And the significance of this gathering cannot be understated. Today, we witnessed China put on the largest military parade in their history. All major roads were closed, schools were shut down, leaders started arriving, most of which are the names that you would expect, like Kim, Putin. However, also attending were world leaders that in the past few decades, they lent more to the West, like Turkey, Egypt, and Vietnam. In fact, no Western leaders attended apart from two. We're looking at you, Serbia and Slovakia. And when Donald Trump saw that Putin, Kim, and Xi were having a 2.5-hour private closed-door meeting, he tweeted this: "May President Xi and the wonderful people of China have a great lasting day of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States." Now, it wasn't just what they spoke about that will be of concern of Western leaders watching. It'll also be the new weapons that China unveiled. These included new powerful laser weapons capable of taking out swarms of drones, burning electronics, or even blinding pilots, new nuclear ballistic missiles with a range capable of striking US mainland, giant underwater unmanned drones, and also a number of weapons which display China's heavy investment in the future of warfare, including drones, smart tanks, AI-assisted weaponry, and of course, even robot dogs. In fact, today on Chinese social media, all of the top searches were about the parade and its weapons, including the fourth one talking about their new ICBMs having the striking range that covers the entire world. But for Xi Jinping, what means more than showing off new weaponry is showing off a new world order, one that challenges the West and its allies, but also one where China is positioned right in the center. In fact, in Xi's speech overlooking the military parade, he said, "The rise of the Chinese nation is unstoppable. Strength may prevail for a time, but over the long arc of history, it's reason that wins." So the question is Donald Trump's foreign policy pushing these countries together to strengthen their relations? Or was what we saw today inevitable and would have happened no matter who was in office?
I'm going to point out the patterns. Whenever this person does something outlandish, I know something's up. He went missing. Same week, China had a infamous parade. Kim Jong-un does not leave North Korea. I just want you to know that historically, never. Now, you might say, well, America, left or right, we can do this if the left gets back power. Honestly, they both have taken a knee to Israel. And I'm not saying I'm for it or against it. What I'm saying is everybody knows they're compromised. So you can't really have a power that is compromised that much, that is this large, because it impacts everybody. So no, nobody cares about the farmers in Arkansas because the businesses will just buy the farms and absolve it. In addition, before that, when he had the parade for his birthday, that was just to get those tanks in DC. That was it. That was all. Those tanks got to DC through that parade under the guise of a birthday. And you believed it. You were focused on it. Now the technology is about to get real and more precise, and things are happening because the U.S. has been known to do things to people, like we're talking the atomic bomb. So since we have dropped 2, right? You have to understand the world's sympathy for us, because even with Germany, right? 1940s Germany, you might say, well, they went in, they took over Germany, still Germany. America, like I said, with either party, it's still, has allegiance to Israel. Nobody else has that type of allegiance that I'm aware of in that way. So with that being said, whatever type of contract this country has signed, which is a very young country still, I would definitely focus more deeper on knowing more